Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the most hilarious and insane events from MrBeast's YouTube channel. Get ready for some jaw-dropping moments. From giving away millions to enduring crazy challenges, MrBeast's videos are always entertaining and often heartwarming. We'll be reliving some of his most iconic moments, breaking down the highlights and showing you why MrBeast is one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet. So buckle up, grab your snacks, and get ready for a wild ride through MrBeast's most epic stunts. Remember that time I hit 40 million subscribers? It was unreal. I couldn't believe the support and love from all of you. It was a milestone that called for a celebration like no other. To celebrate, we decided to give away 40 cars. Yes, you heard that right, 40 brand new cars. We're talking brand new, shiny cars to 40 lucky subscribers. These weren't just any cars, they were top-of-the-line luxury vehicles. Just imagine the look on their faces, the joy, the surprise, the sheer disbelief. We flew people in from all over the country. Some came from small towns, others from big cities, but all were equally excited. Some of them didn't even know why they were there. They thought it was just another fan event. It was amazing to see their reactions when we told them they won a car. The shock, the tears, the laughter, it was priceless. People were crying, screaming, jumping up and down. It was absolutely insane. The energy was electric. Giving away that many cars was seriously crazy. It was a massive undertaking. We had a whole parking lot filled with them. Rows and rows of gleaming cars ready to be driven home. It was a logistical nightmare, but totally worth it just to see the happiness on everyone's faces. The planning, the coordination, the effort, it all paid off. That's what I love about doing these videos, the behind-the-scenes work, the anticipation, the final reveal. It's not just about the money or the crazy stunts. It's about creating unforgettable moments. It's about making people's dreams come true. Seeing their smiles, hearing their stories, it makes everything worth it. And that feeling, man, there's nothing like it. The emotional satisfaction of giving is unparalleled. So yeah, 40 cars for 40 million subscribers. It was epic, a milestone that will always be remembered. This challenge was wild from start to finish. From the moment the contestants set foot on the island, the intensity was palpable. We dropped a bunch of people on an island, a remote paradise that quickly turned into a battleground, and told them whoever could hold on to a giant stack of cash, the longest got to keep it all. Imagine the pressure of holding on to that much money, $800,000 on the line. That's enough to change anyone's life forever. The rules were simple. Keep your hand on the money at all times, but simple doesn't mean easy. No sleeping, no breaks, no exceptions. The physical and mental toll was enormous. It sounds easy, but trust me, it was brutal. The heat, the fatigue, the constant pressure, it was relentless. People were getting delirious, seeing things, you name it. The island environment pushed everyone to their limits. The competition got so fierce, every second felt like an eternity as contestants battled their own limits and each other. We had alliances forming, betrayals, people pushing each other to the limit. Strategies were constantly evolving. It was like Survivor out there, but with even more money at stake. The mental and physical endurance required was staggering. In the end, it came down to two people, both completely exhausted and barely able to stand. The tension was unreal. Every breath, every movement was a struggle, but only one person could walk away with the cash. The moment of victory was emotional and unforgettable. This challenge was the definition of intense. It tested every aspect of human endurance and willpower. It showed just how far people are willing to go for that life-changing money. The lengths they went to were astonishing, proving that the human spirit is capable of incredible feats when the stakes are high. Have you ever walked into a store and just wanted to buy everything? Well, that's exactly what we did in this video. We found a store, I think it was an electronics store, and told the employees we were buying everything. The look on their faces was priceless. They couldn't believe we were serious. It took some convincing, but once they realized we were for real, the chaos began. We started grabbing everything, TVs, computers, phones, gaming consoles, you name it. We even bought all the candy and snacks at the checkout. It was a shopping spree like no other. The best part, we gave everything away to random people. We walked out of the store and started handing out electronics like they were candy. People were freaking out. It was pure madness, but in the best way possible. We cleared out a store and made a ton of people's day. And that's what it's all about, right? Okay, this one was intense even for me. I let my friends bury me alive in a coffin for 50 hours. Yeah, you heard that right. 50 hours underground in the dark, with nothing but my thoughts. It sounds crazy, and honestly it was. I had a camera in there with me so people could watch, and I'm not going to lie, there were some moments where I thought I was going to lose it. The claustrophobia was real, but I made it through. And honestly, it was one of the most challenging and rewarding experiences of my life. It taught me a lot about myself, about my limits, and about the power of the human spirit. Plus, the video did really well, so that's always a plus. But seriously, don't try this at home, folks. Leave the crazy stunts to the professionals. 50 hours buried alive. Or bees. Those tiny little water beads that are strangely satisfying to play with. Well, we took our love for Orbeez to the next level and filled my friend's backyard with 100 million of them. It was like stepping into another world. The entire backyard was covered in these colorful, squishy balls. We're talking mountains of Orbeez. It was insane. We spent the day swimming in them, jumping off diving boards, and even burying each other alive. Don't worry, this time we had air holes. It was pure, unadulterated fun. Of course, cleaning it all up was a different story. We had industrial pumps going for days trying to get all those Orbeez out of there. It was a logistical nightmare, but hey, it was worth it for the video. 100 million Orbeez. Definitely one of the messiest but most fun videos we've ever done. This was one of the most heartwarming videos we've ever done. The joy and surprise on people's faces were absolutely priceless. We set up a fake bank and told people they had 1 hour to take as much money as they could carry. The excitement was palpable as participants rushed in, eager to grab as much cash as possible. But there was a twist. Instead of keeping the money for themselves, they had to give it all away to people in need. This unexpected twist turned the event into something truly special. We partnered with local charities and organizations, and the people who took the money got to choose where it went. This allowed them to connect personally with the causes they cared about. It was amazing to see the generosity of strangers. People were filling up bags with cash and rushing out to give it to homeless shelters, soup kitchens, families struggling to make ends meet. The sense of urgency and purpose was incredible. It was truly inspiring. We gave away thousands and thousands of dollars that day. The impact was immediate and profound, touching countless lives. It wasn't about the money, though. It was about showing the world that even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. The ripple effect of these acts of generosity was felt far and wide. The Free Bank, a day filled with generosity, compassion, and the true spirit of giving. It reminded us all that, in a world often focused on taking, giving can be the most powerful act of all. The smiles, the tears of joy, and the heartfelt thank yous were a testament to the power of giving. It was a day we will never forget, and we hope it inspires others to spread kindness in their own communities. Imagine this. You have $1 million in cash, but only 1 minute to spend it. What would you buy? Well, that's the challenge we gave a bunch of lucky people in this video. We let them loose in a store with $1 million and a 60-second timer. It was a mad dash to grab the most expensive items they could find. People were running around like crazy, throwing stuff in their carts, trying to make every second count. It was hilarious and chaotic all at the same time. We had people buying designer clothes, jewelry, electronics, you name it. Some people went for quantity, some went for quality. But one thing was for sure, no one was leaving empty-handed. $1 million in 60 seconds. It was a shopping spree unlike any other. This one was brutal, even for me. We built a giant walk-in freezer and I challenged myself to survive in there for 24 hours straight. No food, no water, just me and the freezing cold. It was way tougher than I thought it would be. The cold just seeps into your bones, you know. I was bundled up in layers, but it didn't really matter. It was freezing. To pass the time, I tried singing, doing jumping jacks, anything to stay warm and keep my mind occupied. But let me tell you, 24 hours is a long time to be stuck in a freezer. I wouldn't recommend this challenge to anyone. It was a test of my physical and mental limits. But hey, we got an awesome video out of it, and sometimes you got to suffer for your art, right? 24 hours on ice, never again. Ever wonder what a $70,000 pizza tastes like? Well, we found out in this video. We collaborated with a fancy chef to create the most expensive pizza the world has ever seen. We're talking edible gold flakes, caviar, lobster, truffles, the works. It was insane. The pizza itself was massive too. It took like 6 people to carry it out. The first bite was surreal. It was delicious, obviously, but there's something about knowing you're eating a $70,000 pizza that just makes it taste different. It's hard to explain. We shared the pizza with friends, family, and even some lucky subscribers. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and honestly, the pizza was pretty darn good. $70,000 for a pizza. Crazy? Yeah, delicious, definitely. This was one of my favorite videos because it involved a whole lot of trust and a whole lot of money. I gave my credit card to complete strangers and told them they could buy whatever they wanted. No limits. We went to places like electronics stores, clothing stores, even car dealerships. People were freaking out. They couldn't believe I was actually letting them use my card. It was amazing to see what people bought. Some people were super practical, buying things they needed for their families. Others went all out, splurging on dream items they could never afford. The best part was seeing the look on their faces when they realized it was all real. They were so grateful, so happy. It was a reminder that sometimes all it takes is a little bit of trust to make a big difference in someone's life. Giving away my credit card was definitely risky, but it was worth every penny. And there you have it. Those were some of the most insane and expensive stunts from MrBeast's YouTube channel. From giving away cars to surviving 24 hours in a freezer, MrBeast never fails to entertain and inspire. What's your favorite MrBeast moment? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the craziness. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more epic content from MrBeast. See you next time.